All right, walking through my hometown this morning, and it's the coolest thing to see. There's these groups. There's these groups of later in life individuals, groups of ladies, and they have their boogie boards, body boards, and they come out every morning and they stand in the shallows and they ride their waves in. And they laugh and they make noises and they do all these, it's absolutely amazing. And they sound like little kids. And then on the other side of that, you got these groups of gentlemen on the later end of life. And they got their bodyboards or their surfboards and they meet up and they're talking about the plants and they're talking about the waves and they're talking about, what they're going to go do now. But they're always here every morning. And so here's the reality of this. One, it does make me all warm and fuzzy inside when you see this. But then two, here's the heartbreaking side when you actually know or have seen what's going to happen. They will continue to consider this their activity for the day because everybody knows activity is important for health. Or so we've been told, just activity. Okay. And for peace of mind and later in life to avoid depression and loneliness and all those things that are all there. Totally get it. But because nobody's telling them the absolute truth with why they're able to express those activities they are and why they're able to enjoy those moments the way they are at the levels that they are doing for as long as they want to do, there will come a time where every single one of them, I don't know, I guess there could be an outlier, just assuming that they're the majority and like everybody else that we could pluck out of society. But what's going to happen is their bodies are going to tell them that they're not prepared to manage the intensity of those activities. And their body beautifully, wonderfully will tell them through symptoms. First of all, through fear and apprehension, where it'll lock down and give you these feelings of, you better not do this again. I don't really like what's going on in the environment. I don't think our bodies are ready. Then it's going to be lockdown. Then it's going to be splinting. Then it's going to be some rigidity in joints and some tightness and everything else. Then there's going to be some pain. Then it's going to get aggravated. Then it's going to get even bigger. And then they're going to go get checked out by a chiropractor if they're sold on that, or they're going to go to an orthopedic, just as bad. And they're going to show an x-ray. And the x-ray is going to show all sorts of healing responses, stenosis, herniations, disc closures, degenerative joint disease, like all these arthritides, curvatures, scare the shit out of them with all these words, when in all actuality, whatever's on that image has been there for like 30 years. But the body just got their attention at this time. It's been healing. That's what those things are, healing responses. It's just healing now to a level that it needs your attention, it needs your help. And so because nobody's telling them the truth on those, because they'll be like, I was active, I don't understand. I guess I am, 60 or 70 or 80 or 90, or I guess I am a female over 40. I guess I did have 4 kids. They'll pitch you so much lies, so many lies, so much bullshit, and you'll take it because you're scared and it hurts. And I get it. Pain present. You can sell anybody anything when pain's present. Anything. They are. Sell that your body's this God-created, amazing, magnificent creation, but thank God he created my hands as a chiro so I could adjust you and fix you because you're perfect except for your spine and you need these. Thank God God did that. Like, you're biting it hook, line, and sinker. And so that's the sad part. That's the disheartening part for me. You see how much they enjoy it. What would be so fantastic would be if, as much as they enjoy that, and as much as they enjoy the social network, and as much as they enjoy getting out in the natural light, and as much as they enjoy getting into a natural body of water, as much as they enjoy these activities, if they got together either before or after or later this evening, or they do it every morning, so they'd have to do this 2 or 3 times, 4 times a day. But if they got together 2 or 3 or 4 times a day and trained or prepared for these activities, they could go at whatever level they prepare themselves to. They could go for as long as they're ready and prepared to do so. That is the part that gets me all stoked and jacked up, and I think it would for them, but nobody's telling them that. Nobody's sharing that truth with them. Mostly either they don't know or you lose them. You couldn't convince them otherwise, because the way we sell the solution, the way we sell training, the way we sell rehab, it's gone. And so those are two stories that have to get true. Why do all injuries occur, and what is training, what is rehab? Because it's not what's being sold to you. But imagine a society, imagine a world where these groups of people expressing, and it could be artists, it could be a collection of people doing interpretive whatever, it could be a hiking crew, or it could be a meetup, people who like to create with food. Could be a book club. Jesus, your body needs to support you to be able to manage forces in a freaking book club. And there's people who can't do it. Why? It has nothing to do with age. It has nothing to do with whatever's happened to you before. It has to do with your inability to be prepared to a level greater than what your environment demands, period. So when I walk through this town, when I see all this stuff, I get so stoked when I see that, because it's like, fuck, that's awesome. That is so awesome. Now, if somebody delivered that, whether they'd want it or not, it's totally up to them. I mean, they could be completely fine with everything that's going on. But that doesn't have to be the reality where I can bodyboard until my body can't anymore. Or I can surf until my body can't anymore. That doesn't make any sense. That's not true. You can to whatever level you're prepared to. And then are we here forever? It's not about living forever. It's not what I'm talking about. But at some point, you just peacefully transition. Boom. That's it. So you can do whatever you wish at whatever level you desire that you're prepared to do. That's the concept. You got to understand what injury is. You have to understand what the solution is. And when you do that, you will see why there is zero reason to ever see these people pushing the other story. You have to drop the story. You have to drop it. And so that's the potential that I see in these groups. I'd see bigger groups, or I'd see them doing even gnarlier things, going out, not staying in the shallows because you're uncertain of your ability to swim or manage the Pacific, which is gnarly, but you're out in the ocean with flippers. You're out there doing stuff. And then after that, you're going and taking on, 14K peaks in Colorado. You're going and doing whatever it is that stimulates you, because remember, you don't just do the things you enjoy, and this whole do the things that make you happy. I agree, but what people aren't telling you is you have to prepare to do the things that make you happy. You don't just get to do them for nothing. And that is a massive truth that nobody will sell you. Nobody is going to say that. Or, they'll say that, and then they'll continue to keep their chiropractic, physical therapy, functional, integrative medicine shops open doing the same thing. They're just saying different words. So, are you prepared to live a life at a level that you desire? And if not, why not? Because I got to tell you, that's one of the reasons why I bought a bodyboard and fins. I saw these groups just having a blast. I'm like, I don't always feel like surfing in the morning. But damn, bodyboarding is fun. And you're just out in the ocean, you're tearing it up. Again, same rules apply to me. I'm no different. And people will ask, you've been injured 5 times this year. What do you do? Same stuff I'm telling you. As soon as it happens, going through the same emotions you will. Same steps, same procedures, same everything. On board. Not that there's a protocol for anything that's injured. Not that there's a bodyboard protocol. There's a back protocol. There's an 80-year-old protocol. There's no protocols. We already covered that. It's about putting your body into a position to be able to manage whatever you're going to experience in life, above whatever you have experienced in this life that's possibly damaged you. To what level of life are you willing to express? Everyone's saying that with these inspirational videos. Live your best life, blah, blah, blah. You need to prepare to live your best life. That is truth. And nobody is letting you know that story. There we go. Chew on that. Like bazooka.